Sword Art Online, Gun Gale Online, or Sword Art Online, Phantom Bullet. Whichever you want to call it, it was disappointing. This is going to be an out review. Um, First off, the opening scene with Def Gun, it was pretty interesting. And the ending scene with Sinon or Shinon, that was pretty interesting. One thing I didn't like about the little Shinon scene is that it didn't look like there was any bullet drop in the game. She was aiming 1,500 meters away, but it didn't look like there was any bullet drop at all because she was aimed near his head. If there was bullet drop, she should have aimed a lot higher. But that's just me nitpicking because I like sniping. In games that I play, I like to have bullet drop. That's just something I've gotten used to doing. But other than that, the rest of the show, complete booty. But bad. Not the good booty either. Just flat, dry. It's like I went to the kitchen, I got a bottle of pop, I got a can of pop, and instead of getting all the fizzle when I drink it, it was flat and dry. That's the best way I can describe this episode. Why is it that they escaped Sword Art Online to just talk about how much they want the real world to be like it? I mean, that whole park scene was just bleh and boring to me. You're talking about, oh, we want Yui, we want all this, we want the real world to be like the virtual world. You had this in Sword Art Online, and people say, oh, well, they would have got killed. Guess what? In the real world, you still die when you're killed, because in the famous words of Zero Anya, people die when they are killed. Either way. And if you die in Sword Art Online, you would have had a much better, awesome death than if you die in real life. So why are we trying to go back in there again? Why are we trying to escape? Can somebody tell me why? But I don't know. That whole Kirito. I mean, why is everybody calling? Before I even go any further, why is everybody calling him Kirito? That's not his name. That's his in-game name. That's like everybody going. When I see people in real life, everybody calling me Ion or Zekido, because that's another one of my names. But why would somebody? Who does that? Why are we going out in the real world calling people by their in-game names? That's just really awkward to me. Why do they do that? I mean, did he change his name to Kirito? I don't know. I find that stupid. The little scene where they were in that Kirito and the guy were in that little restaurant place. It was decent, I suppose. It gave us a little explanation about the whole little Def Gun crap. And I found it weird because the guy grabbed Kirito's butt when he was trying to get him not leave. I just don't get it. I mean, I guess the animation was it was decent. Nothing special. But I mean, for a first episode, this was horrible. That's just my opinion. This was absolutely horrible. First episodes are supposed to get you hooked. Heck, me watching Gun Gale I gave Gun Gale the advantage. How? I watched Sailor Moon Crystal right before. It had all it needed to hype me up. But guess what? Sailor Moon had me more entertained than when I was watching Gun Gale. I don't know how. I even had to go through ads when I was watching Sailor Moon, and I was still more entertained the entire time I was watching that, rather than when I was watching Gun Gale Online. I mean, out of the hype train this season, which I assume will be, well, no, not assume, I know it will be, Akame got killed, Tokyo Ghoul, Gun Gale, and Sailor Moon. Gun Gale is at the very bottom. Tokyo Ghoul and Akame are kind of tied, but for first episodes, Tokyo Ghoul was above it. That's just my personal opinion, but it really failed. First episodes are supposed to be gripping, have something make me want to stay and watch more. Gun Gale had none of that. I mean, Sword Art Online did. It had a decent first episode, and then everything else went on downhill. I guess the creators of Sword Art Online were just like, hey, let's just start it from the bottom for the very first episode of Gun Gale. I mean, I guess that's what it's gonna be like. But if every other episode is gonna be like this, which I hope it's not, I have nothing. I have no hope for it. Considering that I had great expectations for every other anime, I have none for this one. It's just bleh. I'm just gonna watch it. I don't know if I'll do any more reviews for it, because if every other episode is like this one, there's no point. But yeah, if you enjoyed my opinions, comment, like, subscribe. And if you have different opinions, tell me them in the comment section. I'm really interested. I want to see why people like Sword Art Online, because I really don't know. It's really hard to understand. But yeah, see ya.